I was thinking after this morning that whenever we were doing that training together, I was like, Kaitlyn and I haven't done a training together for a really long time. And then it just so happens that we're going to do it again tonight. So it's going to be fun. Again, guys, if you're new, throw it in the chat. I just want to see if we've got some, who's new on here. We're going to go over a lot of good content, so make sure you have a pen and paper. We're going to take the first, couple minutes, Kaitlyn and I, just introducing ourselves. We haven't had the chance to connect to a lot of you guys yet. So my name is Jackie, and I am a presidential diamond in the business. I've been in the business for 3 years. And you guys, I honestly started just, I was just really broken. We were broke, had a, new mom, new dad, just had a new kid. And I was working 2 jobs, and we were just like going through the cycle of life. You're probably going to hear my kids screaming at some point. So just ignore that. They're fine. Mike's out there. Then nobody's dying probably. And I came to a point where I just wanted more, and I think a lot of people kind of have that breakdown and hit the breakthrough where, maybe you've looked at something like this for a long time. Like, I had watched this business for 3 years and I was so skeptical of it. And I told myself I would never do something like this. I had good jobs and all the things. And, it just one day, just after watching this lady post for so long, which is what we're going to go over tonight, and how you can do this too with your potentials, I just decided, like, I got to jump in and try this, and I'm going to give it my all. As soon as I joined, I took quitting off the table. I realized if I wanted different, if I wanted, not to have to go into the grocery store and check my account before I bought my groceries just to make sure it didn't decline, like, I needed to do something different. And, time was ticking. I was looking at this new baby boy, like, it just kind of hit me. And I just decided at that point, if other people could be successful in this, I could too. And some of you guys may have been watching, I know Kaitlyn and I's journey for a while, and you may think to yourself like, oh, that's great for them, but I could never do it. What I really want you to know is we started exactly at square one. We started at square one making no money. So if you feel that you're there and you don't have a story, we're going to show you how to use social media to like build your story and project your story to get results. And having the mindset that you're just going to figure it out, you're not going to quit. You're just like, I'm in this, I'm doing it. My reason as to why I need this is stronger than my excuses as to why I can't. This flip just switched, and you guys, it took me, I'm just going to give you some quick numbers before I pass it to Kaitlyn. But it took, my first month I made $30, and I want to be real with that number because, you guys are probably going to get your first paycheck, and sometimes it's not going to be $1 million, turns out, like it's a business. And so when I opened that $30 paycheck, that's where you lose people. That's where people quit. But I was like, no, this is a business. We're doing it. We're going. 5 months later, we were able to, replace my income, my corporate income and my serving income. So we were bringing in like, multiple 4 figures a month. And I just realized what I had my hands on at this point. A year and a half in, we retired Mike from the railway, which was crazy because he was he was like the sole provider. We were so in debt even with that income, and it was crazy to be able to replace not only my income, but his as well from his phone. And you guys, we've been in 3 years now. We're actually, one of the top teams in the entire company. So you guys have joined one of the top teams, and it's completely changed our life in so many ways, financially, the people we've met, the growth, the opportunity, the things that it's allowed us to do. And at the end of the day, guys, and I can speak for Kaitlyn and I both, we truly want you to have the success that you deserve with this business. Here's the catch. It's going to be work. It's going to be work when nobody's clapping for you. It's, I'm looking at the faces. I just got chills. I'm looking at the faces of the people promoting last month, I'm looking at Kaitlyn's team. I'm looking at Tamara's team, Krista's team. Like, there's so much that went into that a lot of people don't see. And so what I want you guys to know is the hustle is real. You're going to hustle for this. You're going to get uncomfortable, and you're going to probably doubt yourself sometimes. Like, welcome to being an entrepreneur. But I promise you, if you commit yourself to just being a student, showing up to things like this, you're already doing more than most, willing to learn from the people that are, able to accomplish these things that you're trying to do. Like, you have everything that you need inside of you to get it done. And we're excited to share it with you. Kaitlyn, do you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Kaitlyn. I have been in the business for just about 2.5 years now, and I joined right when Jackie was talking about when she started making good money with this. And I personally, I didn't make much money. We were just getting by as it was. I was able to pay my bills and my rent, but like, that's it. I wasn't saving anything. James was still going to school, so he had no income coming in. And then we unexpectedly got pregnant, and it ruined everything. Like, I love Heidi, but like it was scary. That sounded so bad. I love her to death, but like it was scary. Like, we had no money. We went from just getting by to not paying rent. We had nothing. Like, James's parents were paying my share of the rent, which was incredibly awkward and like embarrassing. And it just made me feel like I was failing as a mom, right? Because like I had nothing. Was barely even able to support myself. So how was I supposed to support my daughter now? And like, all I had ever wanted was a little girl, and she was like the cutest little girl, and I just like couldn't do anything, and I felt awful. And so the day that I saw Jackie post that she had earned those big bonuses and had changed her life with this, that was when I literally jumped in, because I just saw her being successful, and I had no reason not to, because I had nothing. So if she could be successful, that's all I cared about. So I jumped in, started just like using her posts, but tweaking them to fit me, like watching the people that I saw being successful and just copying them in my own way. And it works when you do that. It really does. We always say to copy the right people. And if you can do that and stay consistent with it and put the work in, it happens. And 8 months in, it changed our whole life. I was able to quit my job and not go back after maternity leave. We bought a big, beautiful house. So we went from not being able to pay rent in a tiny little condo to now living in like a 5-bedroom house. Like, our garage is literally bigger than our condo used to be. That's how small it was. Like, literally the square foot of the garage is bigger. And it's just mind blowing how much this opportunity can honestly change your life. And now we were able to go to Australia for a few months with our family. And I worked from there for a few months, and just, it's incredible. We went from crying over like literally I would bawl over not knowing when we were going to be able to afford a house, and we'd never be able to go on vacations. Like, we can't afford a wedding, any of that. And now we're doing literally every single thing that I dreamed of because of this opportunity. Yeah. You're muted.
I love hearing your story because I'm like, that's so crazy. I feel like I've watched you like grow up in this business. It's weird. It's actually kind of trippy. It's like, whoa, this is weird, dude. And where are we going to be in a couple years? Okay. So I want to do a quick exercise before we start. You don't have to share this with us, or you can, but this really just, I feel like when you're new, sorry, can we put in the comments, if you've been in for under a month, can you put a 1 in? Under 2 months, let's put a 1 in. I just want to see who we got here. Oh my gosh, Sonny's cute little puppy. You're so cute, little puppy. Okay, focus. There's dogs. Okay. So this is an activity that creates vision for yourself. Okay. One thing I want to say before we start is it's easy to quit on something that like doesn't mean anything to you. Like, if you don't have a vision for where you're going, you're not going to get there. The thing that caught my eye was like, whenever I started, I got to turn off this Facebook thing in the back because my ADD is so real. Whenever I started, like, I had this vision of what this company could do for me because I had seen somebody else build it for so long. And I feel like when people come in and quit so quick, it's because they never caught the vision of what this could really do. Okay. Vision is going to be what pushes you through the hard times. Being an entrepreneur, starting your own business, like, you're going to have times where you try and talk yourself out of it. You're going to have times where you feel unworthy. You're going to have times where you feel like it's not for you. Okay. This is all normal. This is all things that successful people have pushed through. And one of the things that helped me get through the hard times was knowing my why, knowing my vision. Okay. And a lot of the times our vision is going to come down to like the people important to us, our family, our kids, our parents, our friends, right? Like, a lot of the time our vision includes these people. And so I want you guys on a piece of paper in front of you right now to write down like 5 people that are very important in your life. If you've got like 4 siblings, you don't have to choose your favorite. You can just write them all down. But like a group of people that are like, or you can choose your favorite if you want. I'm like, I don't care what you do, but you can write down people that are important in your life. So for me, it would be like my mom, my dad. This actually almost makes me cry every time I do it. My kids, my spouse, right? Like, those are my people. And so you're going to write them down in a list, going down, vertical, horizontal, whatever one that is, I never know. And then across the top, you're going to put 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Okay. So 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. And then I want you to answer where each of those people are going to be in that amount of time. So like in 5 years, how old is my kid going to be? Well, he's going to be 9, right? How old is my daughter going to be? She's going to be 7. Mike's going to be up there. My parents are going to be however old, in 15 years, they're definitely going to be, and it really puts it in front of, like, it put that in front of me. And I had to ask myself, like, okay, in 5 years, when my kid is 9, what am I going to want to be there for him? Like at, his school events, am I going to want to have the freedom to, if my parents need me in, 15 years, I can just pick up and go, money and time not being an option. Like, that's the stuff that started fueling my fire, because I realized if I didn't change what I was doing, like, none of that stuff was, like, me wanting to be the mom that was at the school dances chaperoning, because that's so annoying when my parents used to do that. I want to do that to my kids. I want to be free on the weekdays to do that, like, and I realized what I was doing, what would not allow me to have really what I wanted. I was settling. And so this allows you to understand maybe what you want or what you don't want. And then you can visualize why you're going to work so hard. Because you guys, here's the thing, you already all have it inside of you, what you need to do to be successful. But statistically, most people aren't going to push through when it gets hard. Okay. So our goal is to just give you the tools, give you, some training on how to be building on social media. And let's just get into it. Mike's going to be up there. I know, right? And it is emotional, you guys. Like, that's when I wrote it down. Like, did anybody else get emotional looking at that? Or do you guys think I'm weird? Who's this weird chick making me write down all this stuff? But it's hard, right? Like, it truly is hard. And sometimes, like, what I realized, being the person that watched this business for 3 years and never joined because I was skeptical, I watched how much my life didn't move in this 3 years. And I'm not saying network marketing is the end all be all, it's the only right decision out there. But what I'm saying is, for the people that were like me, that like just feel stuck, you need to know that this is something that if you work hard at, can completely change your life in ways that you will never, ever, ever dream are possible. Like, you won't recognize your life. And I can say that with like chills in my whole body, because I've seen it for me, and I've seen it happen to leaders on my team, and just how they've been able to transform their life because of their hard work. And it's just crazy, crazy incredible. Okay. So we have a list we're going to work through tonight. Kaitlyn and I are going to go back and forth. If you guys have questions about anything, please put it in the chats. As each of us are talking, we'll keep an eye out for it, and we'll make sure we try not to miss any. The first thing I want to talk to you about is the consistency of why consistency is important for everything we're going to talk about tonight. So we're going to be talking about how to post, where to post, what to post. But the first thing that we need to talk about is consistency. A lot of new people on here. Okay. So you're going to start this business and you're going to be excited. You're going to throw up your first post. Maybe nobody comments on it. Maybe you're like me and you get a couple negative comments on it. People make fun of you. Okay. What you need to realize is we need to work this business based on our goals, that why, that vision, and not how we feel. Because if we showed up to work when we felt like it, went to the gym when we felt like it, we wouldn't go all the time. We're working based on our goals. And so consistency in this business, bar none, is the thing that we have above most people. Most people are not willing to be consistent. And I truly believe that I came in, jumped off the dock, learned how to swim, and I just decided I was going to be consistent every day in this business. Kaitlyn, can you talk about like just anything on that topic about like why that's so important? Not just as a leader, but
what I always tell myself that really makes it sink in deep is like, let's say you're consistent for a while, and then let's say you just like give up. So you stop. Even if they didn't reach out, you have no idea who was watching you in that time. And while you planted those seeds and you had people watching you that are now interested but maybe didn't reach out, the second you quit, but somebody else keeps going, all those people that you didn't even know were ready to sign up are now signing up with somebody else, and somebody else is now profiting off your hard work. So you cannot stop, even if you feel like you have nobody, because you have no idea. Did you message every single person and ask if they have been watching you? I doubt it. So you have no idea if they were watching you or not.
Yeah. And it's such a true, like, it's so true. Because if I look back in our first 4, say 4 months in the business, Kate signed up, like we went gunning for it. Like when I decided, I was like, I'm doing this. Like I didn't wait to get my kit. Like I decided, I found successful people and I literally copied their posts, literally changed the wording up a little bit. Cause I was like, if they can do it, I'm going to do it. Like if that's how they're posting to do it, I'm going to do the same thing. My first month, you guys, I barely signed my first 4 customers. I'm pretty sure I had to like make some people that I knew at the end of the month before it cut off, like be my 4th customer. And so in that time, like imagine being super consistent for 30 days, 60 days, and having like nobody be interested. You're having so many conversations, which you should be. You should be talking to like, you should be having conversations. You should be, posting, like, and we'll go into that. But like, imagine doing that and then not getting a sale. Most people from that are going to take their foot off the gas. Oh, if my mom's not going to buy for me, why would some other random person? But I know you guys have heard me tell this story so much, but I'm so sorry. Like, there's just so much power to it that I will never forget it. I remember just being so consistent. None of my family and friends were interested. I was posting, I was messaging, I was growing my network. I was doing all the things every day. People were making fun of me and I was like, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. And I started figuring out Instagram and I started adding new people. That's the thing. If your network right now isn't going to support you, that's okay. There's 7 billion other people. We're going to show you how to find them. And I will never forget, I messaged this girl on Instagram. Okay. And if you message 50 people, like you may get 10 people that respond. Like, I just want to give you guys those real numbers. Like, you're going to get more no's than yeses. And I remember I messaged this girl. She ordered hair, skin, nails on the spot from Little Fort, Arkansas. Her name was Sakita Mason. And she just like bought hair, skin, nails. And it was like, it like clicked. I was like, she's been watching me. I messaged her. She just bought from me. And there are other Sakita Masons out there. Like, I was like, oh my God, it just like clicked for me. Like some random person on the internet just signed with me. Actually put a 2 in the comments if you signed with somebody that you've never met before. Now, what you have to realize is in this business, people will know you. People will do business with you when they know you, like you, and trust you. So all these 2s that are coming in, you didn't know your enroller before you joined. What made you enroll with them? Was it the one post they made a month ago that they had to scroll back on your timeline? No, it's because it's every day in front of them. And I'm not saying spam. You don't want to spam in this business, but we're going to go into what we're posting. But please give yourself 90 days. Commit to 90 days of being so consistent with your business, regardless of how you feel. And let me know how much of a difference it makes. Once you plant those seeds, you're harvesting them and then they grow. Is there anything else, Kaitlyn, you want to add to like the power of consistency in what we're doing?
Nope. Thanks. I think we pretty much touched everything.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to keep coming back to you. The next thing I want to talk about, I have a list I want to go down here. This is the equation that happens in my head as we build this business. Okay. So meaning you posting is not going to build your business. This business really truly requires a mix of different things for it to like grow. So the first thing, the equation that I have is, every day we're adding people, every day we're posting, every day we're messaging, every day we're following up. This is like growing the seed into a plant. And without one of those things, the seed's never going to grow. You're not going to grow the seed without the sunlight, water, soil, and the sand, right? Like that's all the things that you need to have your seed grow. For this business, this equation, like this is where, this is just to give you a visual. I want you guys to picture your business right now as like a little ice chip. Maybe you have 100 friends on Facebook, maybe you have 500 friends, 1,000 friends. And all of a sudden you're just starting this business. So you're going to start posting, right? And it's like right here. And it's just like this little ice chip, and you're posting and you're maybe not getting that much traction. You're just posting, you're sharing the product, you're sharing the opportunity, you're sharing other stuff, you're posting, right? Then you're growing your network, right? So now more people are seeing this post and it's just, you're posting and you're consistent, because if you posted 3 days ago, but just added someone today, the relevance isn't there, right? And so then this ice chip is getting bigger and bigger. And then as you start reaching out to people, having conversations, generating those leads, like it gets bigger and bigger until all of the things combine to this like snowball that's ever growing. But it would never have started growing if you weren't consistent in all the things, because that's what's making it grow. Okay. I hope that makes sense. I have these weird analogies that like in my mind make perfect sense. And then sometimes when I explain them, people are like, bro, did you like do something before this Zoom? I'm like, no, I swear that's just my brain. Okay. So the first thing I want to cover is where do we post and how often? So who's coming in and is like, I want to go diamond right away and I want to make $2,000 a month. I don't want to wait around. I'm coming in. I want to go diamond. I want $2,000 a month. I just want to like go and get it. Okay. Now, if that's you want to be working as many platforms as you can, in my opinion. If you're new, get good at Facebook or Instagram first, and we'll go over that. But where am I posting? Every day I'm posting, for me personally, on my Facebook. Every day I'm posting on my Instagram, on my news feed, and every day I'm posting on my stories. So as you're posting on your news feed, I look at this as like the open store of my business. This is like people walking by and my posts are what they see in the window, right? They're seeing my products that I have. I'm posting every day about the products. I'm posting about the lifestyle, and we're going to go into depth into this. And I, this is my welcome to the store. This is my open for business. I'm posting content on my wall. My stories are more of like my own TV show where I'm bringing people into my network. So I'm posting, testimonies from products. I'm showing myself making the coffee. I'm incorporating other stuff. Like Mason and I went to a walk today. I was putting that in my story. I'm breaking it up, but I'm keeping my story very full throughout the day of basically business post, product post, and like filler post, interactive post to break up the It Works content. People ask, how often should we be posting? Coming in as a new distributor, it might be uncomfortable if you weren't posting. Like I know Krista, she's a triple diamond on our team. I don't know if she's on here, but whenever she joined, she like barely posted on Facebook. And that was something where she was like, am I going to be able to do this? And yes, absolutely. But it's just making the switch to like now, like think about if you bought $100,000, invested a couple $100,000 into a storefront, right? Like you're going to open that dang store whether or not you feel like it, because you're so invested in it. When you join this business, invest in that you've opened that business, and you're opening it regardless of you're just opening it regardless of anything. You're doing it every day. Okay. So on my timeline, I would say I'm posting a couple different things every day. I'll give you my kind of schedule, and then Kaitlyn can share what she does. For me, I do a lifestyle post like I try to do on every morning. So waking up with like a positive quote, or just like saying why I'm thankful for the business. We're going to go into how to write a lifestyle post. I will try to post a product post in the afternoon, and then like a break, like what I like to call a filler post or an interactive post. So basically something not related to the business, something maybe like a funny meme that I found, or something of value. Like you could be going live about something that just something that's breaking up the It Works content. If you have made something good for dinner, share the recipe, like really anything. And then at night, I like to end with a lifestyle post. That's on my timeline every day. So I want you guys to come in thinking like you are going to start posting 3-4 times a day. And the reason is not because we're just trying to spam everybody that's looking at your content. It's because one, Facebook has an algorithm. So when you posted yesterday morning, there's a bunch of people that never saw your content. Like if you go down your timeline, this is such a crazy thing. If you go down your timeline on Facebook or Instagram, you're going to notice that it's not in the time that it happened. It wasn't like 5 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. It's based on relevance. So it could be 2 days ago, 4 weeks ago, 6 minutes ago, an hour ago. And Instagram and Facebook is showing you the content that it thinks you want to see. So as you're growing your business, you are posting, you're posting 3 to 4 times a day, but different people are catching it at different times. And this is what starts generating the interest. I hope that makes sense. Kaitlyn, can you talk about your routine with your posting schedule for the timeline and then the story?
Yeah, for sure. So when I first started, I was really bad at remembering to do stories. So I literally used to set an alarm for every hour to make sure that I posted my stories, until I was so consistent with it that now my stories are just like ongoing always. Like there isn't even a schedule to it. It's constantly like there's business posts every day. There's product posts every day. There's videos of me and Heidi every day so that people see your face. Like stories are honestly like such a huge part of the business now, because there's no algorithm to it. It's literally just whoever posted last stays at the front. So keep your stories at the front of every person's timeline. So always going in there and do polls and things like that. Get them answering questions. Keep them like engaged. Funny things, like whatever you want to do. Like use it like a Snapchat story, basically. Just like random, but like also sneak the products and stuff in there so that people want to watch your stories, but now they see a results picture, or now they see you making money, like whatever it is. And then for my timeline, I do mine. I don't post products as much on my timeline, but that's because I used to. But now I do a lot of my products in my stories because I'm so consistent with lifestyle posts that I get a thrill out of signing distributors. So my thing is very much like lifestyle post after lifestyle post. And then I'll sneak product ones in there sometimes. But like the way I look at it is what happens if cause people creep your profile, right? I want it to be so that if anybody ever goes to my profile, they see something about the opportunity like within 1 or 2 swipes, so that there's always something right there. Because what if you have people that are creeping your Facebook but you haven't posted anything about the business or your story in so long. You literally just gave up an opportunity at a potential because they didn't see anything when they went to your page, right? So the way I see it is I want the opportunity to be right at the top at all times. And I just love doing that. And I'm not saying don't post products. That's just what I have like started doing that works for me. But like when you're newer and you're going for like your 6 customers, absolutely be like posting tons of product posts and stuff. But like that's just what I personally do is lifestyle posts and interactive posts. Like I have always had good interaction because I do a lot of interactive posts and like questions, things like that. Even if you can find like, I don't know, questions like, what's your favorite show on Netflix right now? Even if you're not even actually watching Netflix, people love to answer questions like that. They will love to give you their input on things. And it just like blows up your profile if you constantly just keep people engaged and then they see your products and your opportunity.
I love that. You guys, I feel like who has ever like dealt with someone that's just like really not to be like, but painfully bad in network marketing. They're like, hey, you want to go for coffee? And then it's like, then they're like, is this something weird? Then they're like, hey, nothing, like, and then they just like trap you. And then they're like you're like, you're like at a party and you didn't even know you were going to a party, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, the ones who follow you around Walmart. Has anybody else ever had that? Because I have had that.
And that's why people don't want to do network marketing, right? And I have the same thing. Like, I don't ever want to feel that like if I'm talking to someone, it's because they're trying to like lay it on me, you know? And it's like, you know, I hate that feeling. And so for me, what's really worked well in the way we do business is like I definitely message, but attraction marketing, like I know that I am so consistent that you don't have the choice not to watch me. So this is why, like, if I meet a server, you know, that I like, or I, you know, meet a, you know, a girl or like that I'm out or whatever, and I'm like, you'd be so good at what I do. I'm not the person to be like, oh my gosh, I think you'd be so good at what I do. And some people do that and do really well at it. So don't take that as like don't do that. But for me, I'm like, I want to get these people into my network. I want you on my Facebook. I want you in my network. And if I grow my network, I want you watching me. And what a level of ignorance it would be to think that people are just going to watch me if I'm not doing anything. So I'm giving them the content every day. This is why consistency is so important. And so if you guys are ever feeling stuck, right? We always know a confused mind says no, especially if you're new. Don't be scared to reach out to your upline and just say, hey, can you throw me a post idea? Because I'm just feeling stuck. Like, put one foot in front of the other, you're going to fail. Like, you're going to fail. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have times where you're like, oh, I should have reworded that differently. But I promise you, one step in the direction is better than just being scared and like not doing anything. And what you'll find, you guys, just like Kaitlyn said earlier, like, it's crazy to me. Even I've noticed it this month. I went hard for volume last month. So I was posting so much product last month. And even this month, like, I just have people coming to me that I know have just been watching and not reaching out, and they're just ready to order. And that will happen to you too if you are consistent in the things. So that's kind of when to be posting. There is a really good video. If you guys write this down, it's called Jacquie Deering Daily List. If you search it on YouTube, there is a couple in the units of our Diamond Tribe. I know some other people have remade lists. Find one that works for you, and you guys check it off every day. Allow yourself to check off this list, and this list will help you so much if you feel like you're busy and you don't know where to fit your business into your day. Because when you can break up the income producing activities, which really, honestly, like, guys, we do the same thing every day. This is what builds it. If you can like have the list physically in front of you, like, I feel like my brain capacity is at its max and I can't remember anything. Like, there is no extra room for anything. Anybody else feel like that? Or is it just me? Is anybody else's brain capacity like completely done? I see a couple people like, yes. This list for me, I don't have to question it. So I just know, I'm just like, okay, I got to do this. Check, done. I feel accomplished. I feel good. Like, this list is going to help you guys so much. Okay. This is the good part. This is the part we're really going to dive into. So what are we posting every day? We already talked about that we're posting every day and we're consistent about it. What are we posting to attract the type of people that are going to grow our business? Okay. So we're going to cover two areas first. First, we're going to talk about posting to attract customers. And then we're going to be posting how to attract distributors. We're going to go back and forth. Now, what we need to understand is if you're in this business and you're killing it at signing customers, maybe, like, I have a lot of new girls that are coming in, they're just signing customers through host to post like it's nobody's business. And they're like, but I can't sign distributors. What you need to know, if you can figure out how to sign one person and attract one type of person, you will be able to flip the switch to find out how to post to attract the other kind. But it truly is a separate type of person that we're trying to bring in here, but we're trying to bring them in both at the same time. So your two types of posting have to be different. So let's cover loyal customer first. if you guys are new, like brand new, your first goal is to sign 6 loyal customers in your first 30 days to earn your first bonus. Okay. Get on this. This is going to be awesome. Like you want to get that product credit plus you're earning commission that whole time. So post to attract customers. Kaitlyn, do you want to, maybe let's just go back and forth for a couple tips. It can be anything in terms of like how you're wording things, you know, like things that you say, pictures you take. We'll go really into depth with this. And you guys
Okay.
take notes.
Sorry. No, go ahead. No, okay. So the first thing I recommend is if you don't have products, get yourself some products. Like make that your goal is to find the products that you love and genuinely can get in the habit of using, because people genuinely need to see you using it too, because it's really hard to sell products that you're saying are life-changing and so amazing if you're not even showing that you use it, right? So find the ones that you love and just stick with it to get your own results, because that will change the game for you when you can show everybody you talk to, yeah, these are my personal results. I use it every day. It's like magic. But the other thing is, if you don't have your own products, share it like people on our team's results or other results. Like be so excited and tell people that like maybe you're brand new and you don't have them yet, but you're really excited to try them. Or like, yeah, I'm so excited to get this one specifically, and I have these same goals. Like just be so excited about it. And the biggest tip I have is not to post pictures like of the actual product, because that's not going to do anything for you. People don't want to see a bag of coffee, right? They want to see what that coffee does. Post a cute picture of somebody drinking it and share the benefits of it, or a results picture and say like, this is what it does. Like posting a picture of the actual like bottle with the company's name on it isn't going to do for you what it would if you're talking about what it does rather than just what it looks like, right? So that would be my biggest tip for sure, is just finding the ones that you love and sharing yourself using them.
Yeah, like if your page looks like this, all the green and the words and the bottles and the things, like just my page looked like this too once. Like I was just fired up and I was posting all the things. But what we want to remember is people are going to buy from you, like not a billboard for it works. And so no wordy pictures, no like, are you looking to lose? Like, I mean, some of them are okay, but like a picture of the bottle and it's like, are you looking to lose 90 pounds today? Like click yes for yes or something. It's like, no, dude, people like don't want to be sold to. And so that's like one of the biggest things that I feel like in this business that has helped me sign products is people are going to make moves based on their emotion. This is what like we have to understand. So people are not going to be like, if you're just like, I have keto coffee for sale, it's $50 and it is on our loyal customer program and you will love it, and here's the bag. That doesn't like strike an emotion with anybody. That's when people are going to say like, oh, that's a little bit spammy. The product posts that work the best is, again, like Kaitlyn said, you using them, talking about how it makes you feel. So guys, even if you've just started and you've got coffee samples in your kit, take a picture of you drinking this coffee and just like talk about the benefits. Facts will tell, but stories will sell. Stories is what are going to be like getting people interested in what you have. So let me give like an example of like a bad post and then like what a good post would be. Okay. And I'm going to focus both LC and DT posts as if you're new and you don't have any products yet, because I want you guys to find success in this. So a bad example would be a picture of the bag, keto coffee, MCT oil, grass-fed butter, helps burn fat, 97 or 57 on loyal customer program, comment below for info, like, or message me today or something like that. That's like, you don't want to do that. Okay. A perfect idea would be you drinking your keto coffee, or go onto Pinterest, or, you know, ask you're in a team chat, I'm sure somewhere here, ask someone, hey, does anyone have a cute picture of you drinking keto coffee? I used to always do that. And then my post would be, look at my friend Kaitlyn. She is absolutely obsessed with our keto coffee. She's a busy mom of I almost said 2 there. Do you have a kid? Are you pregnant? I feel like that came to me so naturally. I'm like, I feel like that was like a, okay. Are you okay? I'm like, woo, just like called you out there. Just joking. I just feel like I'm like seeing the future. But anyways, so I'd be like, Kaitlyn is a busy mom of one. She, you know, she's obsessed with this coffee because it helps her stay focused, stay fueled, and burn fat throughout the day. If you love coffee and you want to lose weight, leave me a comment on this post and I'll reach out and see if this would be a fit for you. You know, that would be an example of a good one. You guys, even something as simple as like, I'm just trying to think of something that I would like write as a new distributor if I had my coffee. You know, talking about the product model openings. I used to love those posts. I would be like, holding my coffee and holding my two fingers up and being like, I'm talking to two ladies that are excited to lose weight using our, top selling fat burning coffee. And I'm able to offer them a huge discount because they're going to share their review with me. If you're also looking to lose weight, make sure you get my inbox and type me the word coffee. And you guys, here's how it works. Like at the beginning, people are probably not just going to be like, coffee. Like they might, I just signed a new girl yesterday that already signed her first 5 customers. Her network's wild, but like some people aren't going to have that. But as you grow your network and as these people start seeing this continuously, I promise you, somebody one day is going to say, what is the coffee you're talking about? For hair, skin, nails, like if you're talking to people about wanting to grow their hair out, and they're interested in growing their hair out and they haven't bought from you yet, but they want to fix their, maybe short brittle hair. Like I had such short brittle hair when I first started seeing hair, skin, nails. And when I would see the before and after pictures, it would make me feel like I wanted my hair to look like the after picture. I know that sounds really crazy, but like when that post would talk about how the girl struggled with brittle hair and because of this, like see how my post is now creating a solution for your network. It's not just selling it. It's like, oh my gosh, this girl had brittle hair. She was so self-conscious about it. She's been using our supplements. Look at her results. You guys, we have all of these posts that you can share, all of these testimonies in our team page. And so that is what's going to strike an emotion with people. I will never put the price in the post is a tip. You want people to be curious. A lot of the times, like if I'm talking about TFX, for example, I made a post the other day where I was just about to have TFX before my dinner. I didn't have the bottle. I took the 2 little pills out, made a picture where you could see my dinner in the background, talked about my, dinner, Mike made it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm so thankful I got these 2 supplements. I kind of just slip it in there. If you're looking to lose weight, text weight loss to my phone number. And that's creating curiosity because people are now going to be like, what is that? What are you taking? You know what I mean? And they're just seeing it over and over and over again. Excuse me. Kaitlyn, is there anything else that we can add for, posting to attract loyal customers? I'm thinking of, we can maybe go host to post, but we can do that after.
The only other one I could think of that are like sometimes a really good post are the ones that are like really vague, like who's looking to grow your hair out by summer, or like who's looking to lose like 90 pounds in the next 3 months, like things like that. But the reason that some people get so much interaction with those is because they've posted like consistently already. So while those are good posts, a big tip I can give you guys is when you see people using those and getting tons of comments, people already know what products they have. So you can't only make posts like that, but use it sometimes like in between your posts about the products, but like also like be very serious about like what you have like in your stories and stuff too, and share that you're using it so that when you post stuff like that, it does take off because people know you're serious about your business, if that makes sense.
I just had another tip that I just wanted to add in there that came to me, actually 2 more. The first one is I loved to do this when I was new. Like it made me feel like such a big deal. Like 0 people were in my inbox. Like not a single soul cared about what I was doing. And I used to go on my stories and on my timeline and I would say, okay guys, I've had so many of you message me in the last couple days and I just wanted to like share this on here because it's easier. And I'm like, dang it, nobody asked me. My mom didn't even care. She was just like, can you shut up about those hair pills? Sorry. But then I would say like, okay, you guys, so many people are asking me about, and I would just like choose a product, I feel like you have to choose like 4 to 5 products to be consistent about. Don't jump all over the place. Allow people to be allow people to know what you have. Like people are only ever really buying the coffee, the TFX, the greens, the hair, skin, nails, and the cleanse for me because I talk about it every freaking day. And so I'll come on there and I'll touch on a product and I'll just be like, and I'll just record it on my phone, like literally on my camera, not even go live. And I would say, hey, oh my gosh, you guys, I have so many of you messaging me and I want to give you a quick, lowdown on what this is because so many of you guys are wanting to grow your hair out. So, and then you guys, if you don't know what any of this is, like go to the website. If you're like just trying to spit off a couple of facts, if you go to the product on your website, it'll have a few little bullet points about the product. Read them off, and if you're nervous to do it anyway. Like, I know that's such like hard advice, but do it anyway. Like step out of your comfort zone. When you blend in with every other network marketer, like, and I'm not saying you got to do live videos, but in my eyes, I know that like everybody on my timeline has 10 other people selling 10 other things. I want to stick out. I want them to see my face. I want to be the one that they're like, oh, she's really serious about this. and just make a little story. You guys, this is my hair, skin, nails. I've got so many questions about it. This is how it works. You know, there's 10,000 mcgs of biotin in here. It's going to help have your hair grow longer, stronger, thicker. It's going to help the overall health. And actually so, you know, awesome that today I have a couple discount spots open. I can, you know, set it up on our loyal customer program and give you 40% off if you wouldn't mind sharing a review. If you're interested, you know, vote down below and I'll reach out to you. Throw a couple slides of before and after pictures. That is going to start generating interest. Last tip I want to give, unless Kaitlyn has another one before we go into DTs, was when you're posting product posts, you guys, when you have those every day on your timeline or on your story, reach out to the people who interact on it. This is how I sign so many customers. So I put up a post on the cleanse. I'm talking about the cleanse. Glenda likes it. She comments on it. I'm going to take a screenshot of my post. I'm going to send it to Glenda and I'm going to say, hey, Glenda, thank you so much for the love on my post. I'm not sure if this interests you or not, but I actually have a spot open right now for our 2-day herbal cleanse at a discount. Would you be interested in the info? Okay, this is key. Put this at the top. Would you be interested in the info? Why? Because I feel like if they say yes, they're not, it's like no pressure. I don't want anybody to feel pressured when I talk to them. But she's going to say, yes, I am. Thank you. And I'm going to say, awesome. So here's the pricing. Okay, if you're new and you haven't watched this video, sorry, I know I'm really ADD, but this is going to connect, I promise. It's called Sealing the Deal by Jade Hooper. I can't type it in because my thing's all messed up. Watch that video. It's going to help you so much with how to like talk to potentials. It changed my business. And so now, you know, if she's going to say, yes, I'm ready to order, or she's going to say, no, I'm not. And then I'm going to be able to, you know, have her down as a potential. You guys, like the fortunes in the follow-up. Okay. Sorry. I feel like that rambled on. So every time you're posting, reach out to them, people that like it. Kaitlyn, anything you want to add there?
I think we covered pretty much everything.
We go very in depth, we know. And Shay, yes, you do need to start going lives because you're hilarious and your TikTok is awesome, which means your lives would be awesome. So that there's that. Okay, how to attract distributors. So obviously, if we're posting about the products, we're gonna attract people that want to buy the products. I was saying this to a new distributor on the phone the other day. I feel like with products, we're solving a solution people already know they need, right? So people already know they want to grow their hair, have more energy, lose weight, clear their skin. Like they already know they want to do that. So when you're the person in front of them that's offering that solution repetitively, one day they're just like, there's no question who they're coming to, right? They're like, yeah, that girl has the hair pills, like I'm in. Distributors, I feel like you truly are solving a solution for people that they didn't even know they had a problem with. Meaning, I'll give you my example. When I started this business, I was working 2 jobs. I was $60,000 in debt. I was, you know, working a corporate job. I was working every single day, 6 days a week. I just thought that's how life was supposed to be. I was like, I like played my cards. I didn't finish my university. I got a kid now. I'm not going back. I'm just going to work my, you know, butt off until I can retire. Like that. I just thought that was it. I would have never thought to have seeked this out. And if it wasn't for the person sharing every day who she was, why she joined, her struggles that I related to, you know, being a mom that couldn't afford groceries for her kids. If it wasn't for her sharing her vision, which gave me vision every day, dude, like I've watched this chick for 3 years. So if you've been in the business for a year and you got people saying no to you, what if because you didn't give up in 2 years when their situation changed, they joined your team and then became a top earner? There are more Jacquie Deering, Kaitlyn Reddicks, Courtney Bowman's, Krista Santos's. There are more Bernice's out there. There are more, all of you guys out there. Like there are more people. There's so many more. So if I didn't say you, don't be a fan. I'm just like trying to, you know, I'm like, I need like a copy and paste for everyone's like thing. I'm like, see right here, just joking. But there's more of these, like this is what blows my mind. There's people that will go ambassador that haven't signed up yet. So like, why are we not finding them? You know, and our posts are going to be what finds them. So Kaitlyn, maybe I'll let you take it away on like what you're like, just really as in-depth as you can on posting to sign distributors.
Okay, so my biggest tip would be to be vulnerable. And if you were watching our like live power hour earlier today, we kind of went over this, but like the biggest tip I can give you is to be so honest with the people that are following you. Like if you are broke, talk about that, but spin it in a way that shows that you're being like positive. Like you're broke now, but what are you wanting to change? Like why did you join? What is this company going to change for you? Like what is that $100 or $200 a month going to do? Like you don't need to be making a ton of money to attract people. You need to have a goal for your life and a plan for where you're going, because that's what attracts people, not the money you're bringing in right now. They're going to join with somebody who is not going to quit, who they can see that like you are in this for the long haul. And if they were to join with you, you're not going anywhere. You're gonna help them, right? So literally all it comes down to is just being real with where are you right now, but where are you going? Why did you join? What are your goals? Things like that. And yes, like talking about what the company has done and like what you're able to do right now is amazing. Obviously that will sometimes like attract people, but I'm trying to say that like making money is not the end all be all. If you're brand new, that doesn't matter. You don't hold yourself back from making lifestyle posts because you feel like you need to be making money first, because what will bring the people in and change that for you and help you hit those promotions is you just being real and sharing the struggles, but also spinning the struggles in a way of saying you're done with it. You're tired of being in that position and now this is where you're going. And so share like just the real life part of it, but just in a positive spin, not in like complaining or saying that like, I don't know, just don't be negative, but spin it in a way so that like, yes, like you're tired of this and like it's hard being broke, but this is why I joined the company. I will not stop until I am making this $500 that are going to pay my rent, because I am so sick of being broke and I'm so thankful for this company that's going to allow me to be able to pay that rent soon so that I won't be in this situation, and talk about it every single day until the day you can say, look guys, I did it. I just paid my entire rent with my It Works paycheck, just like I told you all I was going to do. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah, those are such good tips. And you guys, I think too, like just and we said this earlier on the power hour, but like again, talking about if you need help with the formula, it's like, what if you're writing a post, something in your life before It Works that you didn't like. For a lot of the time it's money, or like the amount of time you have, or like the lack of options. Like that's why people join something like this. Maybe you're doing good, maybe you're doing awesome, but you just want more. There's that type, like you don't have to struggle to be successful in this business. You know, I look at some people that come in and they're business owners and then they're like, I'm just going to go make an extra couple $100,000 with my online business. I'm like, all right, cool. Like there are some people that just want to do that, but like, just know whoever you are, there is somebody, there is somebody else out there that is like you and they need you to share your story. Like you need to be that light for them. And it would be, okay, you can sit here, but you got to be quiet. Go close that door so Kenna doesn't come in here and cry. Sorry. You got to be.
I'll step in with one more tip if you want. So another thing that I want to say is, hey, find your story. So many people join, and I've heard so many times, well, I don't have a story. I don't have anything to post. So you're telling me there's zero reason for you to join. There was nothing that like intrigued you or made you want to change, right? Because you do. Even if it's as simple as you have a phone bill that you couldn't pay. That's your story. There are millions of people out there that are in that exact same position. Whether you think it's a good story or not, there is no bad story, good story. It's literally just your story. And that is why you join. And that is what you need to tell people. Because even if it is as small as like $100 extra, millions of people in the world would kill for $100 extra to pay that one last bill. Or even if it is just like an extra $100 to go shopping because you feel like you don't have the money to just spend on extra things. So many people wish they had extra money to go shopping and do fun things or go to movies, things like that. Like that is a story and people will relate to your story, but not if you don't tell it.
I love that. Sorry for the screaming kids. Two things that I wrote down that I wanted to share too was celebrate every small win that you get. I remember when I got my first $30 paycheck and I went to the gas station and I took a picture of me filling up my gas, tank. I didn't say, guys, guess what? I stayed up every night this week and worked my business and made $30. Like, no, I went to the gas station, filled my gas tank up, and I was like, dude, I'm so thankful that this business put gas in my car, because here's the thing, even though I work full time, I still have to check my bank account. And you know what? It kind of sucked saying that, but you know what I realized? How many people go through that? How many people that nobody would have assumed we were struggling is what I first learned. And what I learned even more was I think it's just like really normal. I feel like financially, like people need more than the incomes that they have. Like even if we're making good money, like I just feel like people need more money. Like people need extra income. And so you talking about the couple extra $100 is really sometimes all it takes for someone to be like, you know what, that would be so beneficial to me. And I would like, that would change my life. How do I get started? The next thing that has really changed especially when I was new, that has changed the game is addressing common concerns or objections in my posts or in like a video. So I would come on like a live video, or I would make a post and I would say, okay guys, I would be like, I want to talk about one of the questions I get all the time. Again, not a single soul was asking me this question at this point. And I was like, I want to talk to you about why people are so scared to get started in this business because they don't feel like they have a big enough network. And I would answer that objection. And now some of you guys are going to think to yourself, well, how did you know the answer to that? It's because I hopped on trainings like this. I heard that, you know, this is how you grow your network. So I could go on confidently and say, hey, if you're thinking about getting started, hey, if you're going to be in here, you can't be pretend snoring, or you're going to have to do that outside. You don't even snore. I would say things like, you know, so many people, there's so many misconceptions about what I do, and they think that you have to live in this big town and buy all this inventory and have parties, but it's nothing like that. I was answering objections for people before they even had the conversation with me, because think about all the skepticism you had before you joined. Is it a pyramid scheme? Do I have to buy inventory? Do I have to sell to my friends and family? Like, what if I don't? You know, can I make real money? So when you can start like answering those objections, people will start feeling like, oh my gosh, is she talking to me? Or is she speaking to me? So when I would have conversations with potentials and they would say, I really want to get started, but I don't have the $99, maybe my post the next day or the live the next day would be based on that. And I would be like, hey, you know, and never like talking bad, but being like, guys, when I started this business, I didn't have $99. And I realized one day that like, if I didn't have $99 to spend on something for me at any point, because I'm working so hard every day, every week for, you know, 60 hours a week, there's a problem. And that's why I joined this. And this is where I'm going. And you guys, every day doing that, I promise you, you will get people that are like, okay, I need to be a part of this. Like, where do I join? But I think the biggest thing above all is going to be consistency. Because here's the thing. Okay, month 1 and 2, you guys are here. People are waiting for you to quit. I'm telling you, people are waiting for you to quit. Who has felt that in their family? Like, it just fired me up, dude. Like when my dad would be like, oh, what was your paycheck? Like now they're super supportive. Actually, my parents are distributors in the business. I'm like, yeah, what's up? So annoying. But when someone told me that I can't, I was like, I want to do it twice, dude. I want to do it so big for you. You have to watch me. Like I want to prove them wrong. Right? And so don't prove them wrong. Like, don't allow them to be right. Never give somebody the opportunity to think, did she still do that? Did she quit? Like, people think they can do the whole in and out thing, which you can, but don't have the next goal being like, I want to be diamond, because you guys, the disposition comes before the position, and a diamond works at full time. They show up every day. Like they show up every day for this business. When the kids are sick, when stuff happens, when life happens, like you just show up for it. And what you're going to find is as you show up for this, when it's inconvenient in your life, because it's easy to put this on the side, right? Like you're your own boss. When you show up for this, what you're going to find is that the security of this business and you being able to make money from wherever you are will allow you to maneuver through life differently, you know, when things happen. Like this business is such a good, it's just such a good backbone to fall back on. Okay. Last tip I'm going to give you guys for DTs before we move on to the next is just look at how other people are posting. If you guys like to follow a top leader, if you have someone that you know kills it and like signs distributors, share their name in the chat. You guys, if you're new, look at these names, follow these people, click follow on their page. Don't friend them, follow them. Click see first if you want. You guys, this is literally how we went double in 4 months. Is I just found somebody that I really related to and I liked their you know, their style of posting, and I was like, all right, if they're posting like that to have people join them, like may as well. And I would just change the wording up. We also have in the team page in Diamond Tribe, in the units, there's a unit called product post examples and a unit called lifestyle post examples. Use those in there. Get up to a day. I dare you for the next 90 days and watch how your business will change. Okay, last thing, the last tip for posting we have is like an interactive post that you want to be sharing, or like something that's going to bring value or bring traction. So basically, this will be a quick topic, but I just post stuff that has nothing to do with the business that I know people are going to either like, comment, share, or find funny, or, you know, that like my thing is I like to stir the pot, but like not all the way. And I try to stay away from like controversy or like politics. Like you don't want to offend people, but like, you know, I want to be sharing stuff that people are going to be commenting on. So example, you know, I'll share something where it's like, I don't know. I can't even think of one. Like just random little like life hacks or like things that, you know, I'll just share random things that I think are funny. I'll ask questions. You know, just like Kaitlyn said, she has really good interactive posts. And you guys, when you can have interactive posts, the people that are commenting and liking on that, you know, are watching you. They're probably not commenting on your business post, but if all of a sudden your picture of your cute kid blows up and gets 500 likes, like, you know, those people are watching your page. And so another task is like, you know, I'll sometimes post this random picture of like a whatever, and then everybody that likes it, that's who I message for host to post. They're just in one spot, and I'm like, all right, thanks for coming to my page. Can you do this for me? Okay. Okay, so we've talked about posting for life. Has this helped you guys at all? Like, was this like new information for some people? Was there anything that we're feeling like, oh, can we go over something, or like a question that you may have? You want to hug? Yeah, you want to say hi? Okay, last time we came on here, everyone sang her happy birthday, so I think she thinks now that every day is her birthday. They're not gonna do that. Oh, okay, are you ready to go? Okay, so I think the last thing, you guys, is, I mean, I'm gonna do a different Power Hour Zoom for like how to actually make stories, like, because that's gonna be like a pre-recorded. We'll go over and everything like that. But for stories and having that content in your page, you guys just use, like, if you're not, I'm not very good at making over stories. I really just steal other people's. I don't know. There's so many people that are good at it. I'm like, you're doing a great job. I'm going to screenshot that and use it. And so how I do that, you guys can use that for you can do that for my post, Kaitlyn's post. I always steal Kaitlyn's post. She gets pissed. She's like, okay, well, stop stealing my posts.
Fact.
They're just so good. They're just so good. So when you go to a story, let's just say I'm going to steal Kaitlyn's story. It's right here. So I can just press and hold. I'm just like showing you guys how to like take advantage of all Kaitlyn's hard work. You can do it to mine too. Press and hold and then screenshot. And there you go. And so, you know, I'll whenever content's in my page or whenever I see a good story, I use it and I just add it in. And guys, I think at the end of the day, like, just know that this business is a forever learning process. You're not going to come in and know everything. And in fact, it might take you a while to like get into your own routine. You know, like I had to watch so many people that I was inspired by to finally get someone where I was like, okay, that like, I kind of get it. And now I can do my own. I just want to end it and say, enjoy the process. Like trust the process in this and be a student of it and be willing to learn. And you know, for me, YouTube was my best friend. Find some top leaders on YouTube. Thank you she sings me songs and rubs my face. This is how I know she's going to be crazy. I feel like this is what I used to do. Just be, you know, a student of the business and know that a fail forward is better than no move at all. Truly. And I want you guys thinking diamond. Like, I don't want anybody on here shooting below diamond, like, honestly, because diamond, I feel, is where like the climb to diamond is a grind for sure. But to get there, you guys, it's the license to print money. You have a team of people that you can really help. Like it's life changing, that rank. And so create that vision for yourself, write it down. What's your goal? Like, do you know what diamond is? Like, and if you don't know, like ask your upline, like, hey, what do I need to do to get to ruby? That's the first step, right? Have it in front of you. You should know exactly what you need to go ruby. And then from there, go, like, dude, you can go diamond. I promise you, like, especially if you guys are new in the last, you know, month, if you signed up or however long it's been, you have 90 days to get a $15,000 cash bonus. And we had like 10 of them earned on our team last month. Like, this is real money, you guys. Yeah, I don't think so. Can you bring that? Is there anything that you want to end with, Kate? Bring it.
I don't think so. I think the only thing that kind of I remembered when you were talking about like how you can use stories, something that I do sometimes too, because we all go through days where you just like feel like you're at a creative block, right? And you like have no idea what to post or like how to come up with a post. What I do is if I ever see somebody with like a really good lifestyle post or a product post or anything that I'm like, dang, that's good, you can hit like the 3 arrows on the top right of the post and save them to a collection. So I literally just have one called posts for those days when I just absolutely just like cannot come up with a post, but I like need to do something. Then you have a collection of all these posts that you can just change to fit yourself that are just like right there at your fingertips. So there's literally not an excuse to ever not be posting, no matter how you're feeling, because you can literally have a ton just saved for specific days like that. And like, I am pretty good at like always writing my own posts, but we all go through those days, right? Where you wake up and you just like cannot think, you just like are having one of those days, right? That way you can easily work your business because you have stories saved from when you see people's stories that you like. You have posts saved. Like, be really like proactive when you see things that you like so that you can use them in the future, so that you literally never run out of content. Yeah.
Yes, and the 30-day push, you guys. Can I get out of there? The 30-day push, and she's going like this. She's like, shh, trying to go into my purse. I'm like, no. The 30-day push, the content push is going to be really, really good for you guys. And then you guys, the team page, like if you're new, guys, look through the team page, the units, like everything there is set up for you guys to be successful. There's training videos, there are posts, stories, everything that you guys will need. And yeah, that you guys, I hope this helped. I hope this helped in some way, but you know, I just, again, the part where it's really going to sink in is, you know, YouTube. Commit to watching 2 a day. I challenge you to do that while you're cooking, while you're, you know, getting ready, driving, whatever people do these days in quarantine. Sitting on the couch, watch some YouTube. It will help you so much. This is how we learn to just do, like, this is how we learned in this business, you know? And my vision for you guys is that you guys will just run with this opportunity, and I just want to add to, like, don't feel bad for promoting this while this whole Corona thing's going on. By the way, you know, people are sometimes, they're like, oh, should I be posting about it? Absolutely, dude. Our company went up like 59% in customers in the last couple of months. Like, not only are people joining to make money, they're buying. So if you're sitting yourself in here and you're telling yourself people aren't buying, it's you, dude. It's you. And that's great, because if you're the problem, you're also the solution. And it's crazy to think that this thing that's holding you back is you. Like, you know, when I like understood that, I was like, this is so freeing. And, you know, personal development is going to help that. Having your goals in front of you is going to help that. You know, I don't know if Krista's on here, but I love going to Krista's house, because whenever I go to Krista's house, and I think probably Tamara's house, and there's other couple of you guys on here, there's like sticky notes all over the wall. It's kind of crazy. They're like, I am making $50,000 a month. I am a mass enroller. I am organized. I'm like, okay. And you should have your goals in front of you. And the Maggie was the other one. Yes, that's who I was thinking of. And one more thing I want to leave you guys with, especially if you're new, if you haven't watched The Secret, I encourage you guys to watch The Secret. If you're feeling like you need a little kick in the butt and you've been in for a bit and if you've lost your vision, watch The Secret. You're going to understand that what you think about, you become. And so you really, truly do have the power to attract into your life whatever it is that you want or don't want. And I find that people coming into this business, I know what I realized about myself was, we kind of have this default emotion. And sometimes the default emotion for people is not positive. You know, my default emotion was to like look for the problem, right? Look for the reason, like pick it apart, why it's not going to work. Or my default emotion was telling myself that I wasn't worthy of this. And so when you have that first default emotion, that's going to continue on into like the action that you take or don't take in your business. And so get your mind right when you join this. Treat it like a business. Like, you are the center of your business. Treat yourself as such, and do not allow yourself to talk about, you know, to talk to you in a way that wouldn't be okay if someone else said it to you. And get loud about where you're going, because here's the thing. People are lost right now. People want what we have, and be the light for them. Like, let them follow you, you know? I don't know. It's just crazy. I know we're about to go on another run, you guys. And when our team went on a run, when the company went on a run last time, some of you guys were here for it. It was incredible. Like, what happened on our team. People came home, people brought their husbands home, people cut up credit cards, people, like, it was crazy. It was so crazy. And we're about to go on another run. And so, you know, this ship is leaving with or without you, and we want you on the ship. There is a room on the ship. There's room on the ship. Okay. So make sure you guys are on the ship, and it's going to be so fun. And I just can't wait till this quarantine is over so we could like do a fun diamond retreat or something. So go Diamonds. All right, you guys. Anything else you want to end with, or are we good?
I think we're good.
I'm always going to ask you that. And you're going to be like, Jackie, stop freaking asking me that. You always ask me that. I always say the same thing. Okay, well, thank you guys for coming on. We will do a power hour tomorrow morning. We're going to work through the host to post tracker. If you don't know what that is, get on it. Our team has enrolled so much volume from this tracker in the last couple days. It's incredible. Get on the tracker.
Is that at 9, Jackie?
Yeah, we could do 9. Does that work? 9
Yeah.
a.m. tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow? Nothing. Again. Okay, yeah, 9 a.m. Okay, bye, you guys.